pollen grain is accepted by stigma, it will germinate on the stigma and it will produce a pollen tube.
So the embryo sac has got in middle here, if this is facing the micropyle end. Suppose this is the micropyle end. Ovule, no? It is like ball only, it can roll also. So sometimes you can see micropyle end on the top, sometimes micropyle end will come down. It doesn't matter. Pollen tube will get attracted because of the synergids. So there is synergids here on the sides. Synergids have got branched processes within, which is called filiform apparatus. So the filiform apparatus will, now I will draw the pollen tube little bigger. Now this is the pollen grain. From pollen grain, pollen tube germinates. Stigma has got a sugary fluid here. That makes the pollen grain to germinate here. Okay. Now the pollen tube is coming. It's guided by the filiform apparatus. It comes towards the egg. But this tube has got two male gametes, which I will mark it as red color. So these are the two male gametes. Two male gametes. Of this, one male gamete will fuse with the egg. This is the egg. One male gamete from these two red color, no? These are male gametes. One male gamete will fuse with the egg. What is that process called as? Process is called syngamy and the product is called zygote. I'll just remind you, all gametes are haploid. So male gamete will be haploid, egg will also be haploid, n plus n, zygote will be 2n. Okay, zygote will be diploid. So this is one fertilization that took place. But you know, in the pollen grain, the second male gamete is present. This is the second male gamete will go further inside through the synergids, gap between the synergid and the egg. It will go inside and it will come to the center. What is present in the center? Cell is called central cell. Central cell has got two nuclei. That nuclei is called as polar nuclei. If they both are fused means we can say they are diploid, but they are free polar nuclei. Now comes the fusion. Second male gamete will fuse with central cell. Will fuse with the central cell and the product is called primary endosperm nuclei. We can also call it as simply endosperm also. What will be the ploidy of this? Yes, it will be triploid. Good. Because second male gamete will be haploid. One nuclei will be the male gamete. Central cell is having two nuclei. Though it is also haploid initially, when the two nuclei of central cell and one nucleus of male gamete fuses, it will become three nucleus. That's why it is called as triploid. Now, what is this process called as? This kind of fertilization is called as what? This is called as triple fusion, and that is how the fertilization in angiosperms, that means flowering plants. Fertilization in flowering plants is called double fertilization because there are two types of male gametes. One male gamete undergoes syngamy, second male gamete undergoes triple fusion. That's why flowering plants have got double fertilization.